For 2 seasons, Harley Quinn shamelessly and hilariously ridiculed every self-serious aspect of the DC universe with abandon while also slipping in some of the best character development possible in superhero streaming, echoing the gloriously anarchic energy of its title character. The same is true for Season 3, which maintains all of its biting satire but having a slightly softer heart as a result of Harley and Ivy's finally canonized romance. Although some of its different subplots dragged a touch, it was impossible not to appreciate it when it was on our new favorite Gotham pair. The typical title card, but with a twist, stating Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, concludes the first episode of Season 3. The succeeding title cards return to only mentioning Harley, suggesting that this name change isn't permanent, but it establishes the season's co-starring emphasis. It had already begun to appear that way in Season 2, but after watching this batch of episodes, it's obvious that Ivy is just as much the show's star as Harley, and it's for the better. In the same way that they get along as a pair, they form a fantastic team on screen, with Ivy playing a more complex straight man character while Harley brings the unpredictable nature of all her impulsive behavior. Bruce Timm and Paul Dini initially conceived Harleen Frances Quinzel, best known as Harley Quinn, as a character for their Batman, the animated series. She made her television debut in 1992's Joker's Favor episode. She has now gained enormous popularity as a DC character. The creators of the adult cartoon series Harley Quinn are Dean Lorey, Patrick Schumacher, and Justin Halpern. It centers on the exploits of the title character and Poison Ivy, who was once her best friend but is now her girlfriend. Harley thwarts Commissioner James Gordon's Christopher Meloni attempts to round up all of Gotham's criminals at Ivy and Kite Man's wedding as the second season comes to a close. Ivy and Kite Man break up after Kite Man finds she isn't in love with him. As Harley and Ivy kiss and drive off into the distance while being pursued by police, the episode comes to a close. Ivy and Harley are still in their relationship's honeymoon stage when the third season gets underway. In the newest Thomas Wayne movie, Clayface manages to make an appearance. Nightwing visits Gotham once more. The first episode, titled Harley, opens with the two main characters celebrating their 2 weeks of dating at the Fortress of Solitude. Harley is a reference to Harley and Ivy's newly minted celebrity couple name. The comic Harley Quinn. The animated series The Eat, Bang, Kill covers these 2 weeks. The girls are forced to escape the castle on the invisible jet they stole from Wonder Woman when Superman learns of their presence there. For Harley and Ivy, there is, however, danger in paradise. Ivy is cautious of them since they have left a bloody trail of ruin, death, and mayhem in their wake. Harley brings her to Iden, the site of Ivy's failed attempt to terraform the Earth using ancient plants. To rescue Clayface Alan Tudyk and King Sharkran Funches from Arkham, they briefly return to Gotham where they see Amanda Waller, who Harley has abducted. But once Plastic, a member of the Suicide Squad's B unit, assaults, Waller manages to flee. Plastic dies, but Iden is completely ruined in the process. Gordon, meantime, has made the decision to run for mayor, and Two-Face will head his campaign. When Two-Face switches sides, he stays true to his name. However, after the current mayor is killed, Two-Face returns to Gordon's side. Ivy and Harley ride the same bus as Nightwing as they head back to Gotham in Episode 2, There's No Ivy in Team. Later, when the Riddler's deadly puzzle game traps the Bat family and Harley's gang, they realize they must cooperate in order to survive. Ivy's attempt to make the Iden serum goes badly wrong toward the end of the episode, and she ends up destroying their house. Frank, however, changes as a result of being exposed to the serum, and he can now fly. The 83rd Annual Villy Awards is the title of Episode 3, in which Harley's group moves into Catwoman's apartment. It makes fun of the whole incident where DC execs allegedly banned the show's makers from showing Batman having oral sex with Catwoman. After learning that they are been nominated for Best Couple at the 83rd Annual Super Villains Awards, Harley and a reluctant Ivy attend. There, they encounter the Joker Tudyk and Kite Man, each other's ex-partners. Ivy could care less about the nomination, whereas Harley is overjoyed about it. She would much rather remain in the apartment and continue to work on the serum that would be used to terraform the planet. Harley says that she shared the prize with the Joker for a number of years. Nevertheless, he kept all the honors and, on one occasion, substituted one of his subordinates for her. Ivy decides to go after observing her enthusiasm. They find out that, as is usually the case every year, the Joker is the host. Suddenly, Kite Man appears. Ivy and Kite Man are currently having their first encounter since their disastrous wedding. As usual, Kite Man is unhurried, and he reveals that Golden Glider is his latest love interest. The Riddler and the Clock King are Harley and Ivy's main rivals. The award is ultimately given to Harley and Ivy. But by that time, the girls have settled their differences, at least momentarily, and departed the structure. The Joker is thus given the opportunity to keep the trophy once more. In the third season of Harley Quinn, Billy Bob Thornton and James Gunn voice characters that are based on themselves. The Thomas Wayne biography is being directed by Gunn, and Thornton will play the lead role. Although Clayface doesn't land a position in front of the camera during his film audition, he is successful in getting Gunn to hire him as his chair. He poses as Gunn and approaches Thornton, inviting him to Catwoman's apartment. Thornton offers to aid Clayface despite recognizing his trick and realizing that he is just another hungry actor, but Princess, Catwoman's pet tiger, mauls him to death. After that, Clayface assumes the identity of Thornton after realizing that this is his once-in-a-lifetime role.